You hit the goal and you felt nothing. You kept waiting for the feeling of satisfaction to arrive. It didn't arrive. 376 men in one online thread kept asking, how do I keep going? I feel flatness. How do I continue? Many of them felt that there is something wrong with them. It isn't. And some of them felt that they were on the wrong track and they just have to find the right track. That's not it either. We're trained from age 5 or 6 that there is one finish line. Become competent, become successful, become the man that has it all handled, and it's all done. And that feels like the end of the track, that feels like the ceiling, but nobody told us that there is even more after this ceiling. In contemporary culture, especially in the Western societies, we are taught from early on that this is the end point. And once we reach that end point, it feels like it's the end of the road. And then we find ourselves thinking that there is something wrong with us, that we're defective. Here's exactly what's happening. In contemporary culture, especially in the West, we're cultured from early on to do, to achieve, to accomplish all the verbs. And when in our mid or late 40s, the achievement game stops working, it stops giving us satisfaction, it makes us feel flat. We try to achieve even harder. We try to do even more to beat it, but it no longer works that way. But right there in this space, if we keep trying harder, it gets even harder to get out of the situation. And there is a simple reason for that. The old you is dying. The old identity you've been doing life with so far is going to be replaced by a new identity. But all of the decisions you've been making so far, you've been making them from the old identity, from the old rules, old values, and old principles of life. These are going away. It's like standing on quicksand. Every direction you go is the wrong direction because this direction is set by the old you. So there is nothing wrong with you, and this is not a breakdown. This is literally the cocoon. Every developmental tradition has looked into this passing into the second stage of life and called it the darkness you have to go through before anything new forms, and you have to go through this darkness alone. So the lost motivation, the flatness that you feel, that's not your enemy. That's your most honest signal, the signal that the old you is dying, the old identity with which you've been forming your decisions and you've been living your life from. That one is dying and the new one is forming. I have to warn you though, most men, when they get to this precipice, to this critical transitioning point from achievement to meaning, from doing to being, they kind of want to keep their feet in both places, in the doing part and in the being part, and they never step fully on the other side of the tunnel. And that's the danger, because if they keep staying grounded, even with one foot planted in the old way of being, and they're asked to graduate to a new way of being, that causes an internal conflict. And these people, these men, they never graduate fully to the other side because they're afraid of the unknown. But they always have to continue living with this internal tension. And that's the trap. You actually have to let the old you dissolve and relax into the new you. By the way, if this is the kind of content you appreciate, subscribe. I release a new video every Sunday. So stop trying to feel something about a life that's already behind you. And the flatness, the lack of motivation that you feel, that's not a sign that you failed. That's a sign that the cocoon is working. Let it.